Guys, it's Sarah, and before we get started, I feel like I need to do a pretty big explanation about what's going to be happening in this mess today. Okay, so I am about to do my last layout for February for my Not Just for Boys Kit Club, and I am going to take a different approach than what I thought I was going to do at first, and this just kind of came to me, so I wanted to do a little bit of explanation because I'm going to be pulling a couple things from my stash that are not included in the kit, and I know I'm going to get a million questions on where things are from, so I'm going to go ahead and answer those now before I get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap these two pictures of my girls, and they were trying out these Harry Potter Every Flavor beans. This is something we actually got at Hot Topic a few years ago. You can see my girls are very young in this picture, but we got these at Hot Topic because they sell some Harry Potter stuff there. And we decided we would take a chance and try them out. And this was some of the results. So that was their faces. So I'm going to scrap this today with this kit. And the reason is the colors go really nicely. So a couple things, I'm going to use mostly the kit. I'm going to use the papers and, some of these embellishments and stuff, and that's totally good. Now, a couple things I'm going to pull in from my stash is mainly Harry Potter stuff. So I do have I saved this cardboard of the jelly beans. Like, this is the actual cardboard. So I'll flatten this out and use this as a layering piece. I have a little tag here from a shirt or something that we got. I might try to use that just for the title of Harry Potter there. And then I have these are some things that I got from from one of my subscribers who sent me a package of stuff, but I'm going to plan to use some of this washi tape here. So I can't direct you to where the washi tape's from because I don't really know. She sent it to me on this little card and stuff. So she got the washi tape and then she sent me some. There's also some stickers in here. I don't know if I'll go into all that. I'll probably just do one strip of the washi tape, but that's going to happen. And then I have two stamp sets here I'm planning to probably pull from. These are both from Kelly Purkey. This one is very old. I got this on eBay because it's no longer available on her website. I can't remember the name of it. It might be Potterhead. Yeah, I think it's called Potterhead. This is from 2016. So this is not available unless someone is selling their set, and that's how I got a hold of mine. But the one I'm planning to use probably is Proud to be a Potterhead, is what I'm thinking I'm going to use. And then this one here is actually a new stamp set from her. So this is a brand new release. It might be still available. If it is, I'll try to leave a link down below, but this is called Expecto Patronum, and it's a 2020 release. And there is one here that says Mischief Managed. So I may use that one. I may also use these stars, like little magic spell things. So I think I'm going to maybe try to use these two. So that's Harry Potter stuff I'm planning to use. So this is obviously not stuff included in the kit, but I am going to try my hardest to use those to go with the Harry Potter theme here. I'm also planning to use up some of these die cuts that I had cut from my silhouette a very long time ago. I mean, I'm talking years I've had these. I don't remember where I got them from. I'm the worst, guys. It's a silhouette cut, and I think I got it from a class, so it's not something that you can just buy, but they're numbers. And as you can see, they're half of them are filled in with paper and the other half are out. I may just use this to back a little bit just because they're numbers and they could go well with, we were trying this mini jelly beans and stuff. So I have quite a few on here. So I think I'm going to try to use those up. They're not going to be very blatant. They'll probably just be something like maybe peeking out from behind the pictures or something. So I'm going to try to work those in just because I want to use them up. So those are things from my stash that I'm planning to use. And then everything else will be definitely from the kit. I'm planning to use this film strip here because, Harry Potter books and movies. So I think I'm going to use these and maybe highlight the jelly beans somehow or do my journaling in here. I think I'm going to actually back it onto this cardstock and then just cut it out. So I'm thinking about that. As we're going, I might change my mind. We'll see, but I'll probably use a couple tags and, just things from the kit for sure. I'll definitely use some of these stars, I think, in here. So those are my plans. I just wanted to vaguely show you, or basically show you what is going to be brought in from my stash, because I know I'm going to get a million questions about the Harry Potter stuff, but anything that's available, I will link down below. I'll see if I can find the washi tape, a link somewhere. I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to or not, but if I can, it'll be linked down below. So if there's not a link, then I haven't been able to find it. But definitely the Kelly Perky, like the newer stamps, I can link those to her shop because those are brand new. I got them on release date because I had to have them. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to stop yammering and I'm going to start creating.
All right, so we are going to start with the papers. So I need to figure out what papers I'm going to use. Mainly the background paper. I don't want it to be anything too crazy busy for my big background just because I'm going to have a lot of other things happening here. So I decided to go with this gradient paper that is on the bottom. So that one is going to be my main background. And then I'm going to use these other ones here as layers. And I'm just going to do kind of long layers along the bottom mostly. And I'm just cutting them down a little bit. So I have that really pretty, this argyle almost pattern, which I really like. And it's got some similar colors for Harry Potter. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I will use the polka dot and then this large stripe as well. And I end up really liking the way that they all look together. So the biggest thing I'm going to use here is this film strip. It does tie into Harry Potter because Harry Potter, you know, they're books, but they're also movies as well. So I'm going to use this here. I'm putting it directly onto the cardstock that came in the packaging for it. And then I'm also going to use this cardstock to mat my photos since my photos are smaller. These are, I believe, 3x3s. And just having that cardstock behind the film strip cut there is going to help me give a place to do my journaling. And then I'm also going to add something in one of those as well, which is this right here, actually. This is the packaging for the jelly beans that we tried, and I'm going to cut this apart. And my initial thought was just to have, you know, the front part of it on there. But then when I looked at the box, it has the flavors that are inside for all of the jelly beans that were in there. So I'm going to use those as well on here because you can see what kind of flavors were in there. So that was pretty cool. So I'm just going to throw the rest of that out. So I have the front of the jelly beans there, which I will use, and then use the flavors as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put down my layers here and just kind of get started. And I'm going to use a piece of this washi tape. I'm going to use this thick black one that has some gold images on it. And it's just all Harry Potter related images and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put this just down here on top of the striped paper and let that be it. And I have my film strip there. My pictures are going to go here in the center. And now I'm going to go ahead and work on my numbers here that are my offcuts for a silhouette that I just really wanted to try to use up because I've been going through my room and trying to get rid of some things. And I saw these and I just went, I need to use these on something. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun to layer them up behind my pictures. And, you know, they're not significant enough that you need to see all of it, you know, or anything. They don't have any big specific meaning. Just they kind of represent more than anything just the, you know, the different types of flavors, I guess, in the jelly beans and by numbers, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, nothing very super specific, but just something to kind of help highlight the pictures a little bit. And it gets me to use some products that I've had sitting here for years, and I'm not kidding. I cut those out for Layla's 7th birthday layout because I wanted to use the number 7. And I cut it out on a background and then backed them with like pattern paper, and these are the front part of it. And she is now almost 9, so they've been sitting there for almost 2 years. Okay, so I did my journaling in the top and bottom squares of this film strip, and then I'm going to put the front of the jelly bean box right in the center. And now I'm going to go ahead and get my pictures down, and I'm just going to overlap them over these numbers here. And I just like that it provides a little bit of a base for them, but it's not, you know, They don't need to stand out so much that you see exactly what they are. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the strips of the flavors of the jelly beans on top and bottom of both of the pictures there. I was thinking about trying to use this tag, but I decided not to. It's a little bit too big, and I already have the Harry Potter words on the jelly bean box, so it's just, I didn't really need them. Okay, so my title is going to be Brave, because the girls are pretty brave for trying these. The reason I say that is because we got some pretty gross flavors, and you can tell that by their faces in the picture. It's just so funny. We did this right next to the trash can. So we could all spit them out if we needed to. And all three of us did, including myself. I don't recommend the grass flavored jelly bean. Not a good time. So yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to use this cardstock again, and I'm going to stamp out a couple of images here. So I have one, that one I believe says proud to be a Potterhead. And then I'm going to use another one that has a circle, and I believe it says mischief managed. And then the circle around it says, I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. So I'm going to stamp that. I stamped it once, didn't love it, so stamped it again, and it turned out better. So this is the first time I'm using these stamps. So I need a little bit of a practice there. Now this little magical stars thing, I'm going to put in two different places, kind of surrounding the pictures. And it's just a little added extra. Sorry for my head there. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting it straight. Just a little magical sparkle there, if you want to call it that. I'm going to use my circle punch and punch these two pieces out, and then I will actually pop them up on some foam dots as well, so they kind of stand up a little bit. And I'm trying to figure out where I want my title to go, and I'm going to settle on that right there. I like the way that it looks right there, and so I'm going to go ahead and put these up on foam squares so that they stand up a little bit. And then I will put my title down. And I like the way that that looks. I like the way that it overlaps the numbers as well. So, all right, so there was one in here, one die cut in here that I wanted, just one. And I ripped it off of a thing. And it says, you are my favorite adventure. And it's kind of funny because, you know, with this die cut pack, the favorite is spelled the European way, or also spelled that way in Canada. So it has, you know, it's F-A-V-O-U-R-I-T-E. And in the States, we don't spell it with the U. But Harry Potter is British. So that kind of ended up working out pretty nicely for me. So I was like, hey, that works. Okay, so I had issues with the felt here. It was not sticking down, especially the star right here. I tried to use my quick dry adhesive, didn't work. I tried to use a glue dot. It would not stay on there at all. It just kept coming off with my finger. So I started to get a little bit frustrated. Like it just wouldn't stay. So I pulled out my tiny attacher, and now it's going to stay. So, you can see the glue on it right now that it's seeped through, but it will dry clear, so I'm not too worried about that. So I went ahead and put staples in both the stars, and then the heart one stuck fine with my quick dry adhesive, so I'm not sure why the gray one didn't want to stick, but it's sticking now. I pulled out this arrow as well from the die cut pack, so I will use that to point to the jelly beans box. And I'm trying to think of what else I end up doing for this layout. I know I do one more thing. Oh, enamel dots. Yep. So I'm going to pull out some enamel dots, and I'm trying to remember. I think I used kind of that kind of light brown beigey type. So these are from my stash. These are not from the kit, but yeah. So these end up tying everything together pretty nicely. So. And then that is going to complete my layout. So I have some close-ups coming up for you here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will have links to the Not Just for Boys Kit Club if you guys want to check it out. I really love it so far. And yeah, so make sure you check them out. I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.